What up, guys? Focused Motion here. Doing a final table, a commentary of a tournament that I played yesterday, um, last night rather. Today is July 29th, 2013, and I am looking forward to going over this final table video because, as you can see, I was in ninth place, 9 and 9, and we managed to get from that spot um, to win it all. So it'll be interesting. There's a lot of spots here where I get lucky with the flips. And do we kind of a rewind here for a second? I haven't been playing a lot of poker online consistently, so this is kind of nice to kind of build up the bankroll for one, and for two to kind of get my feel for the game back. So this is by no means a game played here, but let's just go through the the videos. All right, guys, as you can see, I'm focused motion in the very bottom. We're running 27-22, and you can see around the table, everybody has more chips than I do, except for one person. King 5 offsuit, I fold. The people that were kind of like, I guess, aware or knew was up, in my opinion, was the person to the right, but I had aces. Mr. Selectic, he had kind of like the right ideas on turn, like push and fold, but for the most part, he was somewhat tight. That good guy, GG, nice hand, unlucky, good luck all, 97. Um, kind of stationary and pretty fishy overall. And the guy next to him, Vinny XR S3, he's kind of like passive aggressive. Um, and let's see, who else? Nobody really did much other than those three, and then also those four rather, than also the Izon guy, who's pretty much a thorn on my side because he's to my direct left, and I don't know, it just he put me in some awkward spots, and it was not fun. But let's carry on, shall we? 3-8 offsuit, we're going to be folding for sure if it gets raised to us. Hopefully get a walk. I'm not sure if we do. I think he raises it, yeah. So he had aces, raises it, and Athletic jumps. And it's an interesting jam because it's saying that he has about 21 bigs, which is right next to his name, and aces had 40 bigs, so it's basically half of his stat. So it's kind of a big jam, in my opinion, but it's a jam nonetheless. Here we have 10 bigs, fours. We're going to get it in. Not too happy about it because the early position open, but early position open don't really mean a lot. So Vinny call with Queen Jack of Diamonds, and I'm fairly certain we hold, right? Yeah, of course we hold. We win the tournament, so we should hold here. That was a critical double up for me as obviously blinding away. Well, not blinding away, but just not getting a lot of spots. Here I open my King 3 suited. I want to get some momentum going, and Iozine didn't really play back too much at me when I'm on the button. And the only person I was really worried about was the game, nice hand, unlucky, good luck all. He would call a lot in those spots, and but a lot of times he would also fold post. So he would call a raise pre-flop, and then he fire a C bet, he folds, and that's pretty good. And he would really weird. He'd be telling everybody their hands, his hand, like I folded 4 or 5 diamonds, whatever, good hand, nice hand, whatever. So I put up I did some dialogue with that guy on the table, just kind of metagame in a way, so like take it easy with me, so to speak, and so he would fold a lot to give me more credit. It was kind of interesting. So yeah, 5-4 diamond. I imagine I open here, and I do. Um, Choking victim, somewhat quiet. Don't see too much on the person. This is where it gets kind of frustrating because I'm opening a lot, and I think this. Wait, no. Let me see. No, yeah, three bet this guy, and he folds, but I think he folds here. There's two kinds of hands where I open like 3 or 4 times in a row, and like out of the 4 hands, I had like a very decent hand to be three betting or opening, and he ended up they all don't give me action. Anyway, the one thing I did notice throughout throughout this tournament, and it's kind of prevalent here, is I don't do a lot of three betting um, and picking the right spots. I think that's one of the reasons why is because I probably I'm rusty. I guess that's a good way of saying it. And yeah, so I mean I saw certain spots where you could squeeze and three bet, but I just didn't take them. Um, and I would get owned a lot in terms of I would open, somebody three bets me, and I'd fold. And the person that did that a lot was who was it? I think it was Izon. Yeah. Later on, you'll see that he does. I open a bit, and he starts to three bet me, and that's the one of the frustrating dynamics because um, he has a stack, and it's just makes everything so awkward. And but nonetheless, this is going to be interesting. I mean, this is some interesting play there, but excuse me. But good game, had a free roll on the turn. I opened UTG A6 off. Was gonna fold to three bets from bigger stacks, and obviously I'm calling here this guy's shove, and I was kind of hoping that guy would do that, so it would prevent a lot of playback from the other guys to the left of him. Um, so that was nice. And get chips there. Yeah, I'm looking at the stats here. It looks like choking victim is like must be choked out or something. So this is the first hand. Now this is weird. This is the first hand he's opened, and I mean, I gotta put him on a strong pair here. And ace is called on the button. There goes check check. Half bet. And he calls. I really think I'm not too sure if I remember the hand or not, but I think choking victim had that pair the way he's calling it down. And I think had aces had like ace jack maybe ace like an ace hand. That was kind of sick. I don't know. That's kind of a weird hand. But choking victim very in a lot of spots very passive, pretty tight. Here good game, nice hand. So Vinny he three bets like this, and later on you'll see what he three bets with like that's his range. Um, it's pretty strong when he does a min. He click backs three bet min. Pretty strong. So five pretty big. I think this guy has aces here, and you can see good game right hand, unlucky good luck all. I mean he uh, he's just there to have fun. He's telling everybody what he folded, showing everybody folded. Um, so yeah, that's that there. Token victim opens again for the second time. Ace king, no surprise. With queens. Trump queens on the flop. And that's unlucky. Yeah. I was kind of hoping token victim would jam, and then I could easily call with my ace jack here. Maybe ISO, but anyway. Open ace jack here. He calls. And then he calls. I think I should be firing here. The only reason why I think I don't, um, that's actually a good, yeah, I was gonna say that's actually a good delayed C-bet, um, and doesn't take it down. But then I feel like I have to fire against this guy. I gotta fire again, and I do, trying to rep the king. Like have ace king or something like that. And I was thinking most likely he had like a heart draw on the turn, and then he'll say nice hand, and I said, yeah, he had eight. Nice hand. I said, a lucky river for me. Yeah, lucky river. Yeah. Ace queen, no action. Yeah, I think this might be the where I was getting a lot of hands. Here I flatted just to kind of disguise my hand a little bit against this person. Um, didn't like that flop too much. On this turn, if he checks to me, I would imagine I would bet, and I'm fairly certain I gave up. But looking back at this, I think I should have three bet pre, and if I wanted to, go with that read where I just flat him in position with ace king, once he checks that flop, I feel like I should bet on the flop, um, and then fire turn, but it is what it is. I think that was a mistake there with the ace king hand. Jack 9, I'm gonna fold. So it's kind of nice. Got the bankroll going up a little bit, and so let's see. This is another progression where we can run up the roll and play some tournaments. Be kind of cool. Wow, it's crazy. 20-minute levels. I'm looking at the lobby too on Ace, and there's a tournament, 2,500 guaranteed. Let them know buy-in, but the level is 20 minutes, which is what the heck? That's insane, man. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, wow. Anyway, 8-4 offsuit. We're gonna fold. I would imagine if I have an 8-4 offsuit, I'm in the big blind and it folds to me. That's close. Probably fold. Almost a call, I think. But anyway. So, that's that. And with the hindsight, we lost our chips. It goes under the gun, min raise, on a bluff, flats, which is pretty scary because he has a short stack, so what's he flatting there? I mean, if he's flying there with aces to kind of like induce a squeeze, that's kind of an advanced level for this particular mine, I think. So I don't really think that would be the case, but who knows? This, yeah, that's more along the lines of him flying there. Um, that's what I think. Here, I was opening with intentions of calling off Vinny. Although now that I'm looking at the stack sizes, I don't think that would be a good idea. And I'm trying to remember if I do raise with the intention of calling off. Um, and if so, that's a mistake because yeah, I, I would like to say that I would fall to a shove by Vinny, but in this scenario, now it looks like we'll just. And this is the thing, it makes it super awkward. This guy has the button. He flats a lot. So now I kind of have to. I can't really do much here. It's just awkward. I remember this hand we all fold, and it just sucked. I hated it. Mm-hmm. Three six zero. We're gonna fold. The game jams. 13 bigs. And it shows ace king. Ace deuce. Um, I don't mind opening there. I mean, we're getting short-handed, close to short-handed, and we have ace blocker, so I don't mind opening there. But at the same time, we can do something better. It looks like Mr. Celestic jams. We got kings. Let's see what happens here with the kings. This guy raises. I imagine I think I just jam it. Yeah, I jam it because I'm like, man, this guy might call off with worse. And he does. He called up with ace nine, which this the way the board runs out, except for the river, he calls my three bet and he'll fold the flop 100% of the time. And if he had like queen jacks, ace king, stuff like that, he's calling off pre against my jam. So I figure I get the most value for my my hand right there. So I remember leaving this on for a little bit, and then I resume it. But it's cool because I just want to kind of explain a little something here. So in my other video, in my blog, I was saying that I wanted to start playing in Reno on ultimatepoker.com, and that is still the plan. But in order to do so, I need to take care of some financial stuff, and then it makes it worth its while because Reno is about 4.5 hours away, and that would take gas plus I need accommodations, so that costs money as well. So it's not exactly a short trip like to another city, next city over. So it'll take some time. So I will be planning on doing that. Hopefully soon. We're heading into August, so I would like to do it definitely before the weather starts to get inclement, like in the wintertime. So I would imagine I'll be doing some trips in August and September, and hopefully things go well there. But that's the plan. I'll still be grinding on Aced, and trying to get something going on Bovada, but for whatever reason, Bovada, I'm just not having the best of luck on there. I don't know if it's because it's anonymous tables and just I don't know what it is, but anyway, I'm trying to get that going too as well. So hopefully things get into place. This is kind of sick because this guy I flashed me again on the button. I'm leading out for value and protection for my fives, and I don't know exactly what he does, but if he three bets, obviously I'm folding. He flats me. Um, you very well can have an ace X hand here, and I think I checked call if he bets, but yeah, he had an ace X hand here for sure. I remember this one, but I remember telling myself if he yeah ace jack, if he bets river I call, um, and because I knew that if I bet river I'm not gonna get any value. I mean really the only hand's calling me beating me, so um, plus I want to see showdown. Yeah, so that was my intention that if he bet river I called, and um, it would work out there. Ace 10 opened, and I opened there with the intention of calling off Mr. Eselectic, his jam. I think he does jam. Yeah, he does. I'm call, and I think I have him crushed. What am I doing? Oh, I was just checking stats, whatever. Yeah, call. He had like King 9. Yeah, King 9 suited, and pretty gross. 9 on the window. And no help, so he doubles there. So that's why I kind of surmised that his push range, he kind of understands a little bit, like I could be opening anything under the gun, and he probably aware of that, so he feel like his jam with King 9 suited, had a lot of positive equity there, which it did, in terms of positive fold equity, I guess. But in this situation, I had a hand to call him off with. I wasn't happy by any means because if you look at his stats, he's 13-11, fairly tight, and you could be doing that with ace jack, ace queen, ace king, pairs, Anyway, so yeah, it was a call, but I didn't like it, and I was just unlucky because he had the king 9 that hit. Here, here I raise Izine, and I'm tempted to 4-bet it. In fact, I write out a bet size that I wanted to do, but in the end, I chickened out. He hadn't done this at all with me, but it just felt fishy the way he bet it like that. But at the same time, I'm like, you know what? This is the first time I've seen him do that to me, and I'm just gonna let it go. Here, I was opening with the intention of calling off good game, and he folds 7-2 offsuit. Um, and I put player detail for this guy. Let's see what I put. Yeah, I put a note about blind versus blind play. That blind versus blind, I I opened from the small blind against his big blind, and he pops it back in. And so the reason why I did that was because I'm more than likely probably going to see him in the future, um, playing these tournaments more regularly now, and I want to, kind of remember what dynamics have played out with each other. So that was important. So moving along here, we got six-handed, and it goes pretty quick. The total video recording is about 48 minutes, and we're about halfway there. Open here is 7 suited. Mr. Electric jam, I'm not calling obviously, but a few 3-bets are probably flat in position. Good game. Chips, we're gonna call here, and Queen 10. We have a bunch of outs now. 80-20. Now 75-25, and he wins. So he gets there, so to speak. I'm also scanning the lobby right now, guys, thinking about what tournaments to play today. Today's actually my day off. I work in the internet sales department over at a Ford dealership, and so I went over there to get some deals happening, and I came back here, and now want to grind. I completed here because I was more than likely thinking that Izon's gonna just check it to see an option, and I wanted to see a flop at the 4-5. Izon totally throws my plan out the window by doing that, and it just ugly. This little bet here looks like he has ace king, and eights, man. I don't know what good game was doing, but dude, I'm jamming eights against the. Well, I'm just jamming a period free, not limping it for one, and then for two, this guy 3-bets, I'm gonna ship it. So tens versus ace king. This is a massive pot here. We have the 10 blockers now for the straight, and we hold, which is a huge pot. One thing you'll notice through the course of the rest of the final table is my stack actually fluctuates a bit. Yeah. So the game ships it when he folds, and he shows the jack 8, which is actually not a bad ship. Random hand, jack 8 against a random hand, not that bad to ship against like that. This is retarded. So IO flashed me again, and for me, it's like I don't know what to do with this guy. I mean, I don't want to build a pot out of position with this guy. It's just constantly just. Here I rep the ace. I mean, there's nothing else I can do. I'm repping ace, and that's that. If you happen to have the ace, and great, good for him. But here I'm repping the ace and just hopefully taking it down. Gonna fold a lot of hands that I beat, like he probably had maybe Jack 10, Queen Jack, stuff like that. But I'm just gonna take the initiative and not have to guess when he bets, So 4-2 off. Let's select it. Limps. On this spot, I would have liked to range them and then just fire a c-bet when he checks. But here I kind of have to give up because I kind of just checked it with him. So I wasn't really repping any strong hand. I think I would have played that a little differently. I would have raised pre against his limp and then fired a c-bet. He shows eights. That's what you should have done the first time around, but you might would have lost. So this guy probably had ace king. Open 3-7-0. Another reason why I opened this hand is good game is super reluctant to call off here, and the reason why I fire here is he's gonna fold like I would say 80% of the time, and I made it super small. He shows Jack 2 suited. Clearly, a guy just wants to have fun. I say Queen 10, thanks. I mean, I want to look a little believable. I don't want to say like queens. So retarded. So he ships here. We call with king queen. 10 bigs. That guy folds ace 7. And for the life of me, I thought I was ahead here. Especially when the ace bricked out, I'm like, oh, all right, I won the pot, right? No, I didn't. Vinny ships it. It was weird. It was late at night. It was like around 1 o'clock, something like that. And I was, kind of perplexed at first. Well, how do you get the pot? But then I realized, oh, I had king queen, and he had ace X, so ace high wins. A select deck is doing a lot of jamming. That's his MO. So we'll have to worry of that. Good game. Looks like a cockroach. Here I call. I mean, we're 5 bigs. And he shows up with ace 7. We hit a 6. But then he hit an ace. So he's still in the game. And we fold jack 10. I just don't want to get involved with that kind of a hand. If I was in the big one, I'm calling, of course. Still building up that rapport with that guy. Let's see what else. So eyes on jams, and the game shows 10-3 off and folds. Jack 4, I imagine an open here. Oh yeah, and now instead of min raising, I introduced $1,000 more. I kind of want to confuse the guys. I didn't want them thinking that, I'm just min raising everything. So I want to throw a different number to make it look weird. Like, okay, what's he doing with this number? And I did it again, and it goes through, I think, again, which is nice. Yeah, because I mean, if they're used to seeing you do min raise, they're gonna get comfortable, right? So I wanted to throw something different. So here we go, good game. Jam jack, ace 8 calls, and I was telling myself I would love it if good game wins this pot because he's the guy out of the final 4 people that I'm facing that I'd want to meet heads up. Because I feel like it would be most EV, I guess, for me. Yeah, so anyway, so that's that. Vinny's still in the game, 7 bigs though. Let's see. Yeah, for the life of me, I don't understand. Yeah, and I can't open Queen 4 because Vinny is short, and I don't want to be feeling. I don't have to be obligated to call off there, which I would probably be if I'm in raised and he chips it. Here, I don't mind opening because he had less obligation in the small blind with half a blind. Jack 5, not calling Vinny if he shoves, folding to any open, and yeah, the best case scenario, you get a walk. 4s, calling Vinny when he ships it. Gonna pop it here because I don't want to have eyes on to call along with me. And that's the weirdest thing. He folds. So it's kind of like, man, dude, you only have like X amount of big blinds. Why are you doing that? So here, I'm expecting this to be GG. And this guy overships, which is bonkers. And on top of that, Vinny wins. So he like tripled up, which is insane. I don't really hate that call. Blue game, I can. Could be doing that with a lot of hands. Here is the sickening hand of the day, of the final table. Izine jams me, and this is borderline. I was like, man, and I was thinking about it too. I'm like, okay, so I have a lot of equity here in terms of winning this tournament. Do I want to jeopardize it by taking a flip? And I said, no, I don't want to. So I let it go. But that was agonizing. I was kind of like ticked off that he did that. I mean, just flop me, dude, like you normally do. And let's see a flop. Anyway, but he did that, and that was that. So, um, I would imagine yeah, I ship it on him, which it's kind of scary because he hasn't opened my big blind at all. So I don't know if that was the best case. Probably would have just three bet because someone that's crafty, I would jam it. I guess someone that's kind of unknown and doesn't do that, I probably would three bet because if you four bet ships, then it's like okay, you have the nuts. Open the button for usual and good game. Folds. You gotta love this guy, man. I mean, he's accommodating. He tells you what he's folding. He'll fold when you bet post flop after calling pre. I mean, it's a nice scenario. Fours, we open. Um, Looking forward to the recall here. This is actually a cooler. We can't really do much with that. The guy happens to have ace king, we have ace queen, and we don't chop. And remember, I was telling you guys that my stack would fluctuate a lot. It's starting to fluctuate a bit. Um, Fold the 10-7 against the min raise on the button. Um, and Vinny opens a lot. And this is where I start to realize, I'm not doing a lot of three betting because the people start to open quite a bit, and I don't three bet. And I think I'm gonna start incorporating that back into my game. And that's just over time. I think get more comfortable with it and recognizing tendencies and so forth. Um, See in this spot here, Ijon three bets me. I just give it up. Um, just give this guy credit. Playing fairly tag, so I'm just gonna give it to him when I feel like he's three betting with a strong holding versus with air or taking the spot. Good game. He opened ships here. I had 10-9, but for me, if I lose, I go to 10 big blinds. I didn't want to get to that part, and I felt like that was a good uphold for me. A6, I just jam 20 bigs, maximum fold equity. He calls, loses, he's crippled, so didn't want to put any more guesswork there. 10-6 folding. Queen 7-0. King Jack. We're gonna open here. Oh yeah, I remember this one. We jam, and we. I was hoping for a jack. I'm like, I need a jack one time, and I got the jack. This was the game deciding hand, I guess. Well, obviously because if I lose, I'm totally crippled. But anyway, yeah. So we did have to win some flips here to win, which is normal, I guess. But yeah, that's the turning point of the tournament because I think from here on out, it becomes more and more prevalent as to who's going to be sticking around heads up and who's going to be taking third and fourth. Yeah, it's some weird stuff, man. I don't know. I mean, quickest way to fix good games leak is to stop calling hands out of position. It's just bingo's not going to work. I mean, that's a different game. Anyway, we're gonna fold to Iodine. We're just basically staying out of his way. Um, Vinny raises. We're gonna fold. This could be a good 3-bet spot there. I didn't take it. Would have been nice to do. Another good 3-bet spot there, but didn't take it. Pretty hefty bet. Really just jams it. And IO folds. 4-8-0. Open, we're short-handed. Only thing we really worry about is Iodine jamming over it. We have to fold, but that's not too likely. And then Vinny does this. Now, I want to point something out to you guys. Notice how Vinny's doing that a lot, right? So basically what he does is this, and I know that I picked up on it watching him throughout the tournament and on the final table. You get into some sort of raise with him pre-flop, and on the flop, he'll either overshove jam. So basically, let's say he has 100,000 chips and the pot is like 25,000. He'll just ship his whole stack in there, and either donk ship it or chip over your C bet. So knowing that, I felt like if I got heads up with him, I'd be able to utilize that kind of tactic. Ace 4 versus 7s, we hit the ace in the window, which is excellent considering we only have a 3 out of there. And so it was a good game for IO. He out of the final remaining people, IO was pretty competent in terms of playing pretty solid, I guess. We have 9s here, so we're just gonna ship it into a good game. And you fold 7-4 suited. 8-4, we're gonna fold. Yeah, we got about 6 minutes left in this final table, so we're getting close to the end game. Yeah, makes me LOL. The ships, they're probably called Jack 10, and fold everything else. And that was a nice little surprise for me because, of course, in the get-go, I wanted to go heads up with the game, and it looks like we're getting to that point. Open in 8-9-0. Hold. Tank calls. We can rep, and I think I do decide to rep, but no, I check it. I don't mind repping this mono flop. I think we get a lot of folds. Guy had king 10, so he probably would have peeled one, and if I bet again, he probably would have folded. But who knows? I mean, good game is kind of weird that way. I don't know. He bets. Again, folds. We're gonna fold that. Yeah, I was thinking about 3-betting there. Damn, I mean, I have not 3-bet, dude. That's just, yeah, that sucks. Yeah. So yeah, so sorry about the dead air, guys. I was thinking about something, but yeah. Again, we want good game to be heads up with us. So that would be here. This is how it would go about, in my opinion. If I face a good game heads up, it would be a grind, but it's almost a sure victory. If I face heads up with Vinny, it can be a quick game because the way he plays is pretty fast. But the victory part is not so guaranteed because there's going to be some luck involved. The way he plays, because we're gonna have to try to tarp him. You know what I mean? Um, but here we go. It looks like we're going to be facing a Vinny. Let's get the ace on the river. No river needed because he already had double, two pair. But anyway, we say good game to nice hand, or good game, nice hand, unlucky, good luck, all. And at that point, I was gonna. Okay, guys, here, let me rewind. I was gonna say, I'll retrack anyway. This is the hand I'm talking about, and it just played out fairly quickly. We're clicking each other here. I'm trying to rep the deuce, which I have. I'm just trying to rep it. And he just flats. Now, on this turn, I check back because I really don't want to get him to fold because I don't want him thinking I have a flush. And I'm fairly confident that my hand's going to be good. He overships here, and he had aces. That's what I'm talking about. It's overshipping those kind of boards. And the only way I could think of that he probably was thinking was, if that guy hit the king, the tournament's mine. But dude, what if I have the deuce? You see what I'm saying? So anyway, so that's how, and that's what I was saying. That's what my thought process was. You know, if I face this guy, it's gonna be a quick game, but I have to be able to flop a decent hand to tarp him, and it didn't happen. And the whack thing was for Vinny, is he min 3-bet clicked it, so of course I'm gonna call with and here I just called thinking that he had like a flush draw or whatever, and I hit my deuce, and we win. But the thing is, of course I'm gonna call a small re-raise on the button, and we have to win. So yeah, so this is the tournament, guys. We win. Nice little victory. We have to get lucky in the last hand, of course, and we did get lucky in some spots to stay in the tournament. But overall, I felt like I did play pretty well. But definitely wanted to incorporate 3-bets in my arsenal again, like I used to. And yeah, it was fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this final table commentary, not live sweat, but yeah. So stay tuned. Hopefully, I'll start putting up more vlogs like I should be doing, and some more final table videos for you guys. All right, till next time, guys. Peace out.